so we need to look for some kind of transparent, clear way of looking for signals that something is stable or unstable, of decent quality or of unacceptable quality. And, very rarely, very rarely will these be like totally clear 1-0 choices. Often it's a matter of degree, and that's why our rating system captures a matter of degree. We made the decision early on to go with American style letter grades because it was a way to say this isn't exactly a normal bond rating system. This isn't exactly S&P or Moody's, but it captures the same idea of a rank order. And currently we're rating the consonants in SMIDGE. The SMIDGE rating framework, we rate S, M, D, and G. So S, again, and anybody here can look this up on our website, bluechip.org, and pull down the PDF of the complete document. S looks at the thing you might, to some people, would be the entire part of a rating framework, which is stability. Here, we're looking at not just whether a stable coin, I'm just going to focus on stable coins here, not just whether a stable coin holds its peg over the last 90 or 180 days or 5 years or whatever, but whether it has the means financially to maintain that peg. And here it's whether that coin is credibly backed by a large amount of reserves. Economists have looked at a lot of ways across time that countries have managed to keep monetary stability. So far in the world of crypto, the only thing that's working is a standard that Milton Friedman pushed for and a lot of other free market economists, which is 100% reserve banking. So every stable coin we see in the world is essentially a 100% reserve bank, the kind that Milton Friedman pushed for a period of his career, not his whole career. It's a little bit like a country backing its, it would be like Thailand backing the Thai baht 100% with US dollars, holding $1 in a treasuries or cash equivalents for every Thai baht that existed, right? If they wanted to hold a 1-for-1 exchange rate with the Thai baht for the dollar. So these 100%, and this gives us a good standard, right, for measuring the stability of a coin. Do you have these assets? Do you have enough that you meet 100%? And second, are they held in a credible, transparent way for the benefit of the customers? So there are some coins that are not, to our judgment, held in a credible way to the benefit of the customers. So in the event of bankruptcy, for instance, it's possible that some projects that have 100% reserves could be told by a bankruptcy judge, hey, your entire company just went bankrupt, and we have 20 employees here who haven't gotten paid for the last 6 months, and these assets that are held for the stablecoin are going to be used to repay their unpaid wages. Or bondholders who have secured debt, they're going to be paid instead of people who have, instead of the stablecoin holders. So being able to prove that your assets are held in a bankruptcy remote manner is really crucial. We put this in the initial SMIDGE rating framework, that bankruptcy remoteness of assets was crucial for getting a high quality rating. And we got some flack for that. Part of the reason that, for instance, USDC receives a B+ is because they could not show to our satisfaction that their assets were bankruptcy remote. And when 6 months later, Standard & Poor's came out with their ratings, they did not give Circle the highest possible rating. And they said that one of their reasons was the same that Bluechip came up with, which is they could not show that their assets were bankruptcy remote. So here we have two witnesses that bankruptcy remoteness is not just something that some crazy person came up with on his own. It's a sound idea that's important for knowing whether your stablecoin is safe. So that's the S. S is really like, that's in a way monetary economics with a little bit of law. M, management and governance, those are crucial. D doesn't get evaluated for centralized coins. D ends up playing a role in decentralized coins, but a coin can get a very high rating. It can get an A+ in principle and be completely centralized. So of course, a couple of our very high rated coins are centralized coins. They get very low decentralization scores, or would get them. And nevertheless, that's no barrier to getting a high rating. We think that centralized coins and decentralized coins need to be evaluated in different ways. But some customers actually care about the benefits of decentralization, whether because they value the ideals of crypto, the sort of frontier spirit of crypto, or whether they prefer the privacy protections that are often accompany decentralization. There are multiple reasons why people might prefer decentralization. So we evaluate that, even though a coin can get the highest possible rating with a low decentralization score. But management and governance are basically the microeconomic side of SMIDGE. And management and governance are basically ways of asking, in part, for instance, whether key members of the stablecoins team have been involved in scams or public scandals that are easily visible, at least to us, and whether a stablecoin project is set up in a country with strong rule of law. So if something bad happens with the stablecoin, or if somebody wants to sue, if something goes afoul, is this a country where the people running the stablecoin could probably just bribe the judges or rely on some kind of low-grade corruption to solve whatever problems are going on? So we place great weight on the rule of law, and that's especially so for centralized coins, right? For a centralized coin, that's really crucial. So legal protections turn out to still matter. Some people thought that the world of crypto would be a world of completely trustless transactions where software would eat the world and solve all these problems. We aren't quite there yet, especially with centralized coins. So M and G heavily have to do with whether the incentives inside the organization are such that the people who are sitting on this huge pile of money have an incentive to run it well. As I mentioned in our launch talk, I gave a launch talk in Paris about this. I said the stablecoin temptation is the way to think about this. Any good stablecoin project is going to be sitting on a huge pile of assets, a huge pile of reserves. And anytime there's a huge pile of money, there will be people around strongly tempted to take it.